Hello, and welcome to Joe Palaia Park Disc Golf Course. I'm Dave Oster from HyzerMedia, and today we'll be taking a look at Joe Palaia Park as of summer of 2021. This course is a good mix of open and wooded holes, and has had some recent changes to certain parts of the park. So let's take a look at how it plays today. Starting off with hole 1, we have a 294-foot par 3. Two options off the tee. You can take this tighter gap through the trees. Right hand, backhand, if you can hit the gap, is a pretty good option. You can also go around the left side with a forehand or a backhand turnover. Either way, a good shot will leave you on the green for an easy way to get your birdie to start off the round. Hole 2 is a par 4 at 488 feet. Off the tee, the only thing you really got to worry about is the path on the right, which is out of bounds. Get as much distance as you can to make an easier second shot. The two walking paths converge near the basket, making it a narrower and narrower green as you get closer. And to top it off, you have an elevated basket, making this a fairly challenging par 4. Hole 3 is a 246-foot par 3. The challenge of this hole is the low ceiling pretty much the whole way. There's also the OB path on the left if you go too far and too left. If you keep it low and you keep it straight, it's a pretty easy birdie. Hole 4 is a par 4 at 427 feet. You need to miss the trees on the right and left. A straight shot all the way up to about here will give you a good spot to throw your second shot into the woods. Depending on exactly where you lie, you could have a straight shot, a bit of a backhand hyzer. Either way, you just want to land on the green close enough to avoid these guardian trees and get your birdie. Hole 5 is another par 4 at 519 feet. Off the tee, you're trying to get over this mound and land somewhere near the opening to this gap. The closer you land, the easier your second shot will be, as you have to push through this gap, back out into an open field, throw across it, and land near the pin in the tree line on the other side. Also a low ceiling, so if you come up short, your putt will be obstructed. Hole 6 is a par 3 at 200 feet. Shortest hole on the course and pretty much a perfectly straight shot with a left finish. Get all the way up past these few trees, land on the green, and get your birdie. Hole 7 is a par 4 at 552 feet. This hole is a wide right-hand turn all the way up to the green. A righty forehand or a lefty backhand is preferred for this hole because these low-hanging branches force you to keep your shots low. So you need a skip or good ground play at the end of your shot to get the distance you need to make it to this green in 2 shots. Then a little bit uphill at the end makes this a challenging birdie to get. Hole 8 is a par 3 at 277 feet. It really is just a perfectly straight shot, but with the basket being offset to the right, it tricks you into thinking you need to throw something that's going to finish right. But if you throw something perfectly straight, you'll land on the green with a 15-foot putt for your birdie. Hole 9 is your first of 2 par 5s in this course at 801 feet. You want to hit this gap on the left with a forehand or push over the trees with a backhand, so your first shot lands somewhere around here, setting you up with a good line to hit this next gap. You need to keep it low and straight to avoid all the trees on both your left and your right side, landing somewhere out in the open here, preferably up near this third gap that you now need to hit. Depending on where you land, you'll have somewhere between 150 and 250 feet to get through this gap and land on the green to give yourself a putt for the birdie 4 on this long par 5. Hole 10 is a par 3 at 315 feet. With an OB path on the right and thick rough on the left, you want to throw something as straight as you can. A righty backhand hyzer flip or a lefty flex shot should get you up to the green for a shot at your birdie. Hole 11 is a par 3 at 332 feet. Pretty wide open, but you need something to finish right. Either a righty backhand that fades from left to right, or a forehand that can get around these trees and finish left onto the green will get you your birdie. Hole 12 is a par 3 at 336 feet. Again, pretty wide open. The only thing you need to miss is this crescent-shaped mound up by the basket. If you land on the right side, you might have a long edge of circle 1 or circle 2 look, but if you get to the left side of it, you might be right on the green for a shot at your 2. Hole 13, par 3, 239 feet. This hole has a double mandatory that you have to make it through or go to the drop zone located right between these trees. Either way, you'll have a putt to an elevated basket to try to get your birdie or save your par. Hole 14 is our last of the 5-hole stretch of par 3s at 259 feet. It's a fairly wide open dogleg right that you want to throw a righty forehand or backhand turnover to this narrowing green. Avoid the trees on the right or the tall grass on the left, and you'll have your shot at your birdie. Hole 15 is our second par 5 at 842 feet. Off the tee, you either want to throw a straight shot that finishes somewhere up near this gap, or the more aggressive play is to try to throw a turnover or a forehand to get through this gap, setting yourself up into this field. Either way, from there, you're trying to get through this field, avoiding these few bunker trees. You're getting as close to the trees by the green as you can. Depending on exactly where you land, you'll either be able to go up and over these trees or find a gap through them to access the green. Do all that correctly and you'll have an opportunity to score. Hole 16 is a par 3 at 274 feet with one mandatory tree on the right. Off the tee, you want to throw a straight shot and avoid any of these poles on the right, which are notorious for bad kicks. Up near the green, you have a few gap options, and if you hit them, you'll be able to access the circle for a shot at your birdie. Hole 17 is the longest par 3 on this course at 400 feet. Very wide open, with an OB path on the left. All options are available here. Whatever you have that goes 400 feet, throw it, miss these couple trees right up by the green, and cash in your birdie. Our last hole for this course, hole 18, is a par 4 at 517 feet. Off the tee, your goal is to get through all these trees and out into the open field. If you are able to tackle a little bit more distance, you want your shot to finish to the right. Any bit more distance will make your approach shot even easier to this basket. Land your second shot on the green, make your putt, and you've just finished your round at Joe Palaia Park on a great note. And that is Joe Palaia Park Disc Golf Course, located in Oakhurst, New Jersey. Please like this video if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel, and I'd also like to announce that HyzerMedia has launched their Patreon. So if you'd like to support what we're doing, if you'd like to see exclusive content, free disc giveaways, go check us out, link will be in the description. We have support tiers starting as low as $2, so appreciate any support and thanks for watching.